experience at a Knockem comedy murder mystery show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And of course, some music. Knockem Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
You have a great night or what? Good.
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knockem Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
I had an awesome time.
All right. She had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
Fundraisers, private parties, corporate events, restaurants, and more. Contact Knockem Comedy for your event today. What will you experience at a Knockem Comedy murder mystery show? Suspense.
This is Cubs Radio.
Cubs Radio.
Okay, we'll just do that for now.
3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warm up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sallie on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're going to keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie. Hey, how do you say there, people?
Hi, everybody. It's Tuesday. Tuesday trivia coming your way in just a little while. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Podcast, coming at you live on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. That's the name of the Facebook page. That's the name of the YouTube channel. We are interacting with you on the YouTube channel. So please watch us on the YouTube channel. Hit that heart and like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And please share that show with... I was pointing at the graphic that's not there.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm just trying to figure out the headset, so I was just kind of screwing around because I'm wearing a different headset.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't worn
you mean
these.
like to make it fit?
Yeah, I don't want to be like I hate being like a mouth breather. Like sometimes because I see that with the kids that like sit on the couch over there.
The kids.
And they're just like.
Well, that's also because they're partying and drinking and smoking and doing bad things.
Not me. I drink
like
chamomile tea.
Right, which is why you won't.
You
be
don't hear
breathing.
any breathing, right?
Well, I don't have my headphones on.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so let me get you your graphic.
Oh my God, the breathing's so heavy. Sounds like Darth Vader.
Is it good?
Yeah, I don't hear a thing.
Okay.
So please subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that thumbs up and copy and share the link to all the...
That's probably not the right one, right?
Go with the first one. Yeah, that one.
This one? Okay.
Yep.
Am I too low?
No, but now you got to fix the gravity. You got to move them.
Oh, all right.
Whoops.
Now I'm moving me.
Yeah. And now you're checking your phone.
Hi.
What's the matter?
Kevin's texting me about his dad.
Oh.
Yeah. Alrighty. How's that?
Awful.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you know I'm not going to keep it up long anyway, right?
Why? What do you mean? What?
I don't know. I hate when it's like...
I don't know what you...
Hey. Oh, that graphic. Was that like under it or something? All right. Okay.
Please subscribe to the YouTube channel and share the link
Shut up.
all over the place. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows here at Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, just like this one. We're live right now, the Knockem Dead Comedy Podcast, and we are coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown, where this weekend you will see T.J. Miller. He is playing the club this weekend. In the Giggle Room, Mick Thomas, Joe Pontillo, Tom Galati. That's on Thursday. That's a lot of great comedians right there. You got the General Hospital guys on Friday, Charlie Bequette and friends on Saturday. It's all happening in the Giggle Room. And what's today's date? The 12th?
Today is the 12th. What do the General Hospital guys do? They just stand up there and they're like, I play Dr. I don't know, Bozo Face. And then people go, wow,
Bozo Face.
Look at you. I watch you every day. And then someone goes, and I'm the nurse that sleeps with everyone. Like, what do they do up there? They don't have a show. They don't do skits. Or do they?
Bring it a little closer to you.
But then I'll be like a mouth breather.
No, I don't think so.
Mouth breeder.
A mouth breeder. I breed mouths.
I'm having sex in my mouth.
It still sounds very far away.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that's a little bit better, but I'm turning
Better?
Yeah, but I have to turn you up pretty high.
All right.
So what happens is my ex-wife, I don't know if she still is, but she was a big General Hospital fan. So I did take her to one of those things years ago.
Oh, really? Oh, so
Yeah.
you actually know.
Yeah.
What do they do?
They come up and they basically just tell some stories. They make fun of the show. They tell some stories from working backstage. They take questions.
Which ex-wife? Number one or number two?
The mother of my children.
Really? See, I would have like bet 50 cents that it was your first wife.
Why?
I don't know. Someone who's going to watch like soap operas does not strike me as your second wife. But it does your first wife.
I don't know what any of this means.
Because it's, a little childish, I guess.
It's childish, what, to like soap operas?
A little bit. No?
Do children watch soap operas?
I guess.
I mean, you could say the same thing like about me. It's childish to be so into rock and roll music.
No, that's completely different than watching.
No, it's not.
Have you watched soap operas?
Unfortunately, yes.
It's so ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, but some people feel some of the
Like
music I
soft
listen to is ridiculous.
Porn. No, that's not true at all. It's
Sure it is.
completely apples and oranges.
I disagree. Everybody
You're
is
so
everybody geeks
stupid.
everybody geeks out on something that other people find ridiculous.
I guess. But anyway, so what happens?
And these guys, this was probably 20 years ago.
I know. Like, I remember.
And it still sells out now.
I remember watching it as a child. And I don't think it was General Hospital. Which one was Luke and Laura? Days of Our Lives or something?
That was General Hospital.
That was General Hospital?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, with Scotty Baldwin, the new doctor. And then, I don't know, I was just flipping channels. Like, still, a couple of decades ago, because, when do you flip channels these days?
Luke and Laura was 40 years ago.
Yeah, and then, so I remember watching it during that whole thing when, like, Laura got raped by Luke, but then she was still in love with him.
And she had this baby.
Yeah, and then, but then I stopped watching it because I'm not a child. And then, like, years later, like, decades later, I was flipping through, and they're still on. Like, it's the same people.
Not so much anymore, but yeah, but for a while they were all kind of coming and going on the show back and forth. But yeah, not so much anymore because now they're all old and irrelevant.
Hey guys, not to interrupt you, but I just want to know: do you guys hear the volume of my voice the same as Tony's? Because we're using two different microphones, and I just want to know: do I sound like tinny and too loud, or does it actually sound the same as Tony?
There is a little tinniness.
I hear tin.
A little bit.
So that's why I was going to lower it a little bit.
But you might have to mess with it on the side there.
Does that sound better? Like I would probably keep it here.
Volume-wise, I think that's okay, but it's still tinny, which you'd have to mess with those knobs.
I'm not messing with it now.
Oh. So these guys, they sold out back then. They sell out now. It's a big draw.
So they get on stage and they do what?
Well, I just explained it.
Okay, so remember Jennifer Aniston's dad was on it?
Are you Jennifer Aniston? It's Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, but what was...
He was on, I think, Days of Our Lives.
Oh, he's Days of Our Lives.
Right, the big guy with the beard, right?
Yeah, but his name was like something like Stovenoff or so, like something like...
His character or in real life?
No, his character. But he played it forever, and he was always like...
He's dead now, right?
He was always like the Dr. Evil. Like you'd find... Someone would be off the show for a long time because, I don't know, they were doing a movie or something, or, I don't know, did something else for a year. And then all of a sudden, the storyline would be on Stefanos, whatever his name was, island. The person didn't... When he disappeared, he was captured by him and, has been on this island in a dungeon for a year. It was like the craziest shit.
Oh, all right. They're saying that you're louder than me.
Okay, then I'm just going to go like that. How's like that?
And, and we're both, Andy Plagano says we're both a little tinniness.
Tinny?
I don't hear that on me, but I hear it on you.
I don't hear it on you either. Oh, I don't hear it as much on me now that I lowered it.
And on my earphones, you're lower than me. But that's whatever. I don't care. I don't even need these. But and I'm not a big fan. I'm not a fan at all of soap operas. But I actually did find myself enjoying the show because the guys were funny.
They were funny?
They were funny.
Who was funny on General Hospital?
Well, they're not. The characters they play aren't funny, but they weren't playing they weren't doing a play. They were themselves, and they were funny.
So what did they do? Just talk about their lives or something?
Well, they talked about what it's like to work on the show. They told stories from the show. They took questions.
Okay. Did they have bloopers and stuff?
No,
just them on stage.
Just them on stage.
No video stuff.
One of the guys, I don't remember which one it was. One of the guys played guitar and sang a couple of songs he wrote.
Blackie?
What?
Blackie was like...
Oh, I thought you got racial on me for a
No,
second.
remember the guy on... who's the guy that just passed away where we thought he died of a disease, but he really hit his head?
Oh, Saget?
Yeah, what show was that?
Full House?
Oh, and who was the kid on it with the black hair?
Oh, Stamos?
Yeah, he was on
you really are stroking out today.
No, I'm not. He was on...
Forget John Stamos' name.
I don't know. What does he do?
Full House.
Yeah, so... Nothing I watched. So,
He was on ER. He was good on ER.
Oh, I don't think I remember him on ER.
It was later on.
But he was on General Hospital or Days of Our Lives or
Hospital.
One Life to Live or one of those. But his character was like... His name was Blackie.
That was his name? Blackie?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a little weird.
Yeah.
Tom Kelly's watching again.
Oh, hey, Tom Kelly.
Sallie was louder. Tony was tinny. Now he's not. Okay. I meant, Andy says on Sallie. I'm tinny on Sallie. Since it was established Sallie's had some tin. That Andy Plajanos. Tom Kelly says, Kitty, Andrew, John, go give the episode a thumbs up. It helps. And if any of you feel like subscribing to a video podcast, I'm Tom Kelly Show. Yes, go subscribe. Subscribe to us. Hit the thumbs up. And then after our show, head on over to Tom Kelly's show and subscribe to that as well. Tom Kelly, a great comedian, and he has a very funny podcast where people yell at him. And apparently he knows his General Hospital because he's been commenting about it.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter because you could watch it. You don't have to watch it every day. You could watch it 4 decades later and the same characters are on. It's crazy.
And even if it's not the same characters, they do like rehash old plot lines.
Yeah. And
which makes sense because it's been, the show's been on for 60 years. I'm sure you run out of ideas.
Which show was, who was with Ellen for a long time? Anne Heche, something. She was on one of them, and she actually really had a difficult job because
she had to kiss men?
No. Well, yeah. But I think she goes both ways anyway. Nice. She just happened to pick Ellen. I don't know what she's doing today. I don't know who she's doing today. But she played twins, and one of them was like really nice and timid, and one was like evil. So she had to like play.
Wasn't just evil.
She was. Well, that's what you do in the soap operas. Nothing's just like you're evil. You're like evil. It's the craziest shit. And you sit on the couch with your bag of chips, and you think this is normal shit.
Oh, it's definitely not normal.
It's not normal. But she was, and she was on like years and years and years ago. And I remember thinking, man, she's got a tough job on this show, on this gig.
Well, a lot of people got their starts.
Just that she was probably worth taking a look at,
Demi
in
Moore
Hollywood.
Started in soaps. Alec Baldwin started in soaps. Lots of people started on soaps.
Who's the guitar player? Rick something?
Rick Springfield?
Rick Springfield. What was he? Oh, yeah, he was Dr. Drake. General Hospital.
Oh, was he? Is that his name, Drake? No, that was
Dr. Drake.
Joey on Friends. He played Dr. Drake Ramore.
Yeah, but then who was, all right, who was Rick?
I don't know.
Who was Rick then? I could have sworn it was Dr. Drake.
Was it? It could be. I have no idea.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when I saw the show, there's a guy, one of the guys that's coming to Governors this week, Steve Burton is his name. I don't even know if he's on the show anymore because I know during COVID there was this whole big thing where he quit General Hospital because he was, he refused. You had to get your vaccine to return to filming.
Yeah.
And he refused.
Okay.
So he quit the show.
I think a lot of people went through that.
But he was one of the guys that came 20 years ago when I took my wife at the time to see the show. And I always remembered him because when I was a kid, he was on some kid show. I don't remember the name of the show. Donna Pescow was the mother. If you guys remember Donna Pescow.
It was a kid show, not like the Electric Company.
It was a Saturday morning kid show. If you remember Donna Pescow from Saturday Night Fever and a few other things, she played the mother. She was the mother of this girl, but the father was an alien.
Oh.
And because there was something with because he's an alien, he can only return to Earth like once every 100 years or some shit.
Oh.
So he wasn't around, but she had this weird contraption where she can communicate with him. And during the show, she would get into whatever trouble. And then at the end of the show, she'd be talking to this contraption where, and she'd be telling Dad, and he would give her advice. But she would just look at this and I love you, Dad.
Sounds like every father who takes off and
Right.
you're just you just text with your dad for the rest of your life.
This guy, Steve Burton, he played this girl's boyfriend.
Okay.
So I remember years later when I brought my wife to see this show, I remember that's the guy that was on that Saturday morning show. And he was really funny at this thing.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, this guy's cool. But a few years ago on this show, when these guys were making an appearance here, we tried to get them on the show, and Steve Burton was one of them.
Freaking blew us off.
Well, they did worse than blow us off. They said, if you want us on our show, you have to pay. And we're like,
we're trying to help. We're trying to help you have a better show.
Well,
but maybe
I'm sure they
were
don't need our
sold
help.
out already. Does it sell out?
And this thing is sold out this week. When is it? I think it's Thursday
all
night.
right, then they don't need our help.
What do I have here? I think it is. Oh, it's Friday night. Friday night in the Giggle Room.
Totally not used to this poll not being here.
Yeah, right. That you say every day.
Yeah.
And
What's
then
this poll doing here?
also Thursday night here at Governor's, they're having a cigar night with some comedy. So go check that out. The brokerage this weekend. You got the Laugh Off tomorrow night. Mark Riccadonna, Friday and Saturday. Go see him. He's fantastic. We're trying to get Mark on our show for Friday. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we're working on it. And then over there at McGuire's in Bohemia, you got the Laugh Off Thursday. And DC Benny is playing the club Friday and Saturday. He is fantastic. He's been around a long time and a great guy. We met him last summer when I hosted at McGuire's.
Oh, yeah.
For Joey. DC came in and tried out some new material. So you got a lot of great shows here at Governor's this weekend. TJ Miller, Mick Thomas, Joe Pontillo, Tom Galati, General Hospital, Charlie Biquette and Friends, Mark Riccadonna, DC Benny, The Laugh Off, Cigar Night, and our shows. And we'll be here Saturday night for Live from the Green Room.
Oh, cool.
And I think Don will be here with us. I think. I'm not positive, but I think he'll be here. This is the big weekend where we'll find out if TJ Miller remembers us.
Right. Well, before we get on to that, I just want to go back just to the soap opera thing just for 1 second. Do you remember the Friends episode when Joey got fired from being on the soap opera? Because he was he was interviewed and he was talking about how he ad-libs everything and the writers, he doesn't really need the writers. And then the very next episode, he had to fall down a elevator shaft and die.
Yeah.
But that was like when I saw that, I was like, that's what the soap operas are like. It's
absolutely.
So Friends nailed it.
And then to nail it even more, they brought him back like soap operas always did.
Oh yeah.
The
the
worst.
Lost Brother or something. I don't even remember.
Yeah, the twin
like
brother.
The twin
Hey,
brother.
Ken Pichelle is watching.
Hey, Ken.
He said Bohemia. But the worst was actually Dallas.
Yeah.
Dallas was a nighttime soap, of
Yeah.
course, as you guys know. But remember when Patrick...
I was going to say Swayze, but I know who you mean. The man from Atlantis.
Yeah. Patrick Duffy.
Yeah.
When he left the show, he thought he'd become... he was going to be a big movie star.
Yeah.
And he got... he did nothing, so he's like, I better go back to Dallas.
He did Man from Atlantis.
Yeah, but that was long before that.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
That was before Dallas?
Yeah.
Oh.
So he was gone for a year or two from Dallas. They decided to bring him back. So basically, it turned out all that time, that year or two that he was gone, turned out to be a dream by one of the other characters.
Oh, you're kidding.
So they were like,
I kind of remember hearing that.
So they kind of went back 2 years and started again.
I probably watched
awful?
maybe 5 episodes, so I don't really know it well. You just see the fight scenes of the two women and stuff.
Yeah.
But
and remember the whole big craziness? Who shot JR?
Yeah.
That was big news back then.
A show like that would never make it today because now we have the internet and
there's too many distractions.
People are shooting people on their own.
That was the thing back then. Everybody still had one TV in the house. Everybody was forced, and very few cable was just starting to break. So we were limited.
Yeah.
So if you were watching TV, you were all watching the same thing.
Yep.
So that was big news back then. Who shot JR? Good morning, Beansy. Good morning, Kirsten. Good morning, DJ D Love. Beansy saying hi to Ken. Yes, it's always nice to see Ken Pichelle back, and lately he's been back a lot, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's going on? So so go to govs.com and check out the full schedule and make some reservations to some great comedy shows. And speaking of great comedy shows, go to knockemdeadcomedy.com. We're performing a hilarious mob-themed murder mystery at Peppercorns in Hicksville on July 22nd. That's next Friday. And it's going to be great, and there's not many tickets left, so make sure you get it. Also, October 28th. So go to govs.com. October 28th, we're going to be here in the Little Room performing one of our murder mysteries. It's for Halloween. Dress up in your 80s outfits or any outfits you want, any costumes. But we're doing an 80s themed murder mystery. That's a
fun show.
Lots of great costumes that you can wear from the 80s. But even if you don't want to wear stuff from the 80s, just wear any costume. And we're going to have a costume contest. We're going to have a lot of laughs. We're going to have some music. And we're going to have a murder.
Or don't wear a costume because,
you don't have to.
I'm always I'm more of an introvert, and when I hear it's like a costume party, I'm like, well, I'm not going to that. So,
The
but like
co-host
you
of
don't
a podcast
like
is
a
an
lot.
introvert.
I am an introvert, so I would not wear one. But I would go and not wear one.
You'll still have a great time even if you don't wear one.
And there's so many people that do wear one, and I love when people wear them. Like I love when you do the redneck wedding, and like my favorite shows are like at the firehouses, and we'll have like the redneck wedding murder mystery, and all the firemen will show up in their farmer pants and stuff. It's so funny.
We really do have a great time. So
They get really into it.
Govs.com will be in the little room, the giggle room, October 28th.
You said the little room.
Did. And go, and then go to, that's right, Ken, it's a comedic murder. And then, go to knockemdeadcomedy.com. We got a lot of stuff coming up in the fall. And again, we're performing July 22nd in Hicksville.
Yeah.
So lots of great comedy shows happening, lots of good stuff, including in this room. We got a lot of great stuff. Don't forget, next Friday, also the 22nd, on this show, we got the big harmonica off. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I think it's going to be cool. We got 5 harmonica players coming in here, and they're gonna have a little competition, and I'll have to think of little challenges to give them.
All right.
And I'll give them a
because
prize.
if you're a harmonica player, you could just play anything, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and I know it sounds silly, but I think because we got these guys that are coming in are real, like hardcore harmonica players. So I think I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be cool.
Yeah.
And like I said, we're trying to get Mark Riccadonna in here for Friday. And speaking of our shows here, Hershey and the Keegs, they're taking off, right? Tonight and next week, they won't be on?
Yeah, they are.
And then Joey Petroni returns next Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, cool.
So hi, everyone. This half an hour of, ads.
That's and then don't forget, and then August 5th, we're taking off. We won't be in.
Okay.
And then August 22nd through the 26th, we're taking off.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on.
Or not going on.
So here I have an assignment for you guys, and I think you'll thank me.
I hate being given work.
No, I think
we're not going to thank you.
Do you like Subway? Is there anything for you at Subway, or is it all meat?
Yeah, it's kind of a rough row at Subway for me. I used to, when I was a pescatarian, I used to like their the tuna fish thing. But even then, I always thought they used like a crappy tuna. So yeah,
Subway's
not my thing.
They're making a shift from the assembly line format to pre-made sandwiches.
Ugh. Why? Because they're saving on
I'm sure
employees.
Because you could probably make these things a month earlier and let them sit in a refrigerator.
The whole idea is to be able to pick and choose what you want in your sandwich.
but get this.
What?
To build buzz around this new format, Subway plans to give away 1 million free sandwiches today. So between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., you can go to Subway and get a free sandwich.
Oh, we got our Slurpees yesterday at 7-Eleven.
That's right. It was free Slurpee day at 7-Eleven yesterday because it was 7-Eleven. The date was 7-Eleven. They do it every year.
They have really gross Slurpees.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's like weird.
And maybe that's why they're so cheap. And I mean, yesterday they were free, but normally they're only like $2 or something.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's pretty cheap.
Yeah, I guess that's why.
Speaking of being not cheap, I didn't tell you about this.
You're still not.
Just shut the fuck up. The New York restaurant announces that they're bringing back their plate of French fries that's certified as being by Guinness. Yeah,
what?
Guinness World Records.
I have no idea what
finished.
you just said.
Just stop.
What restaurant? You said the New York restaurant.
A New York restaurant. Just a New York restaurant. I don't know the name of it.
Can you start over? What are they doing with their fries that it's in the Guinness Book of World Records?
They're bringing back the plate of fries that's in the Guinness Book of World Records as being the most expensive plate of fries in the world. And because I don't know if you know this, French fry guy, but there's actually a National French Fry Day.
I did know that, which I believe it already passed.
Yeah, they were bringing it back for that. So guess how much this plate of fries is? It gets on the menu.
Can I ask why they're so expensive first before I guess the price?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, it would be nothing you would like.
Are you going to tell me the name of the place or what?
No, because I don't know the name of the place.
Wait a minute. You're telling me about a restaurant, you don't even know the name of it?
Serendipity on Manhattan's Upper East Side.
Oh, so now they ruin the French fries by putting stuff on it?
Yeah. So let's see.
Serendipity. I'll stick to my McDonald's fries.
Okay, so here's what's on it. The fries feature the ingredients that includes chipperbeck potatoes. You ever hear of those?
No.
Chipperbeck?
No.
Chipperbeck
It's
potatoes.
like you're yelling at me. What is going on here?
Am I yelling because of this? Or I'm
I
just
don't
yelling?
have my headphones on.
Dom Perignon champagne.
On the French fries?
In the mixture of, I guess, the sauce that they put on the French fries.
Don't put sauce on the French fries.
Well, it's not a sauce. It's a champagne. And a very expensive champagne. Like back in the day when I used to wait tables, Dom Perignon was like, I don't know, like $85 a bottle. So it's probably like $150 a bottle.
Fine, drink it. Don't put it on the French fries.
French champagne. Quit burping.
French fries.
French champagne
French
with
bread.
vinegar. Okay. Also in the sauce is cage-free goose fat from France. Cage-free goose fat. In case your fat gets away from you, it can run free, and it's goose. Shaved black summer truffles from Italy. Those are like, what's truffles?
Truffles is like a...
Aren't they like mushrooms or something underground? It's like something underground.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You have a picture?
Yeah. Organic grass-fed cream from Jersey cows.
Jersey cows.
Oh, get this. And a topping of 23-karat edible gold dust.
What?
Yeah. So this plate of French fries is coming back, or I guess has come back for French Fry Day.
How big is this plate?
Let's see if there's like a picture of it. Oh, it's just, yeah, I saw it. You know what it looks like? It looks like
You don't have one to show everybody?
Yeah, I can. Guess how much it is though?
Well, that's why I want to know how big it is. Like, are we talking,
No, it's
10
like a
French fries? Are we talking like a plate of
lunch? when people bring over a thing of potato skins and it's like that type of thing. It looks like that.
Ken Friedberg says, hi, guys. Hello, Ken.
Oh, hey, Ken.
Ken Pichelle says $125.79 plus tax.
Who said that?
Thank you, Kirsten. She says it sounds yucky.
Yeah.
Andy Plageno says truffles are a fungus. Friender, I should enter the harmonica contest. I can play the harmonica with my ass. I just slip it through like a credit card, fart a little wind, and the shit just comes out. What the hell?
Show them. So it's just like a nice plate. I mean, you could finish it yourself. I would share it with someone.
Well, I wouldn't. I wouldn't, though, because
if it was plain, you would.
All those ingredients you just shared are awful. Try typing shaved black summer truffles in your search bar. No. I'm going to guess...
Who said that?
From there.
That was funny.
$125.79 plus taxes, Ken Bichelle. I'm going to go higher. I'm going to say...
Because the edible gold dust?
And the Dom Perignon. I'll go with $250.
Okay. It's like right in the middle. It's a $200 plate.
Oh, I was close.
$200. Well, so was...
No, I was closer.
Who was closer?
Me. Well, he said 125.
Yeah. Okay. So you were closer.
What did I say? 250?
Yeah.
So I was $50.
Can you imagine?
No. High dollar food is always too small of a portion.
This isn't a small portion, but I get you. Like sometimes you're like, oh, I'm gonna get asparagus. I'm sure it's worth the price, and then you get like 3 pieces.
Right. Beansy says that shit doesn't look appetizing. No, it didn't look appetizing to me either.
Yeah.
And he's a chef. He knows.
He knows.
Damn it. Don't ruin a fry. Just throw the potato on, slice it up, cook it in oil, and be done.
Just a little oil.
Speaking of oil, Jeff Bosey's watching. I have no idea what that
Hey,
means.
Bose.
Bosey, we'll be in here Saturday night if you're around. Are you performing somewhere, Jeff Bosey? Yeah, that's awful. Where is it? Serendipity in New York City?
Serendipity.
Is there a large demand for this thing? Like, do people like go there and like?
Maybe
eat it
it's
up?
like, what's that thing Rita eats that like comes and goes?
Bosey. The McRib.
The McRib. So like maybe it's just because you could only get it like certain times of the year. People go crazy and spend a lot of money because they want to try it.
Speaking of Rita, I don't know. I forgot to ask you if you saw this.
No.
Bosey, Knockem Dead Comedy had a murder mystery over the weekend down over there in New Jersey, and Jeff was in it, and Jeff was fantastic as always.
Yep.
And he
Very
posted.
solid performer. He is.
He's been really great with us. So he posted a photo from the show the other night, and I'm in the photo, and somebody I didn't recognize the name. Somebody wrote, "Good to see Billy Joel is still working."
Ah, that's funny.
And I knew, I was like, he's got to be talking about me. I get it all the time. Ken Freeberg, I will continue to get my fries at Mickey D's. Right, that's what I said a few minutes ago. I
Yeah,
said the same exact thing.
McDonald's, they do have like the best fries. All American, I would say, sometimes they get it completely right.
Nobody beats an all-American burger, but nobody beats McDonald's French fries.
Not even all American fries. I think I might like all American fries a little bit better when it's
Really?
done perfect.
But
Not like the
not-
soggy ones they
right,
hand
it's not
you.
always perfect. But
Yeah.
I'll
They're
take
inconsistent.
McDonald's.
Whereas
Right.
McDonald's is really very consistent.
Once in a blue moon, when I've had, time on my hands, I used to go to Burger King to get their burger, and then
No.
McDonald's to get their fries.
Did you really?
Oh, I used to. Yeah, when I had time.
You liked Burger King burgers better?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, at
McDonald's
least-
burgers are awful.
I wouldn't say awful, but they're not too far from
I
awful.
still love like a Whopper Junior with cheese.
Right. At least Burger King still looks like a burger. That at McDonald's, you're like, what? I'm not sure what this even is. But so anyway, so Jeff posted a cast photo. Somebody wrote, "Good to see Billy Joel still working." So I knew he was talking about me. So I wrote, "Well, I wish my wallet looked like Billy Joel's." And sure enough, Rada wrote, "Both are leathery." I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's funny. I'm laughing on the inside.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Oh, yeah, it hurt. I laughed so hard. Yeah. It's right on the inside.
Dick. Ken Pichelle, copying my comment from above. Where else can you see Bosey in a dress? Wait, don't answer that.
He is very comfortable in a dress.
He's not, though. He sweats like a pig.
I wonder if he was sweating as much this weekend. I think he's just had to get used to the role and stuff. Maybe it was like more being nervous that he.
He's going to short out our
sweating.
mic. We mic up all of our actors.
Oh yeah, I didn't find
Gonna
the mic all sweaty this time.
The mic wasn't covered in sweat like it was the last show?
Yeah, it was so covered in sweat the last time that like as I was like wrapping up the mic, that the water was just kind of pouring off the wire. Like I was like, what, is he okay? Like I was worried for him, so I wasn't worried this time.
Beansy's throwing up. Good delivery, Tony, says Ken Freeberg. Thank you. Yeah, sorry I missed you the other night, Ken. Ken was going to go see David Clark. It
got canceled.
It didn't look like I was going to make it, but then the show got canceled anyway due to the weather, which
Yeah.
sucks. Fremder, the McRib definitely comes and goes. It's like taking Viagra plus X-Lax at the same time.
Yeah, don't read him anymore. Done.
You laughed at this thing
The
before.
first one, and that's as soon as I laughed because it was a funny one. I was like, oh, here we go.
Well, he just had a typo, so I'm going to read this one. McDonald's always comes out the same way it goes in, a piece of ship between two buns. Autocorrect won't let him curse.
Oh, we should do. We've got trivia, or do you have something else?
Well, yeah, we get to trivia. I just wanted to see if you guys watched Saul last night. Better Call Saul.
Yeah. Yeah, me and Zach are kind of going at each other a little bit over this.
What do you mean?
The ending of this show, because we both think. Because if you watch this show, Kim isn't part of Breaking Bad. This is
Right.
going to be really boring for people that don't watch Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad.
Well, we'll just be on this for a minute, then we'll get
Yeah,
to
we'll
trivia.
just do it like
So
just
calm
for like
down.
a second.
Yeah.
So Kim, who's Jimmy's wife, she isn't a part of Breaking Bad, and Better Call Saul is the prequel to it. So we're all. I mean, but we both, me and Zach, like totally feel strongly about like the ending. Like he just feels that she is gonna leave the show. Like she's just gonna go her own way. She's sick of Jimmy, and all the crime that he's gotten into and she's leaving. And I'm like, no. Because I think
You think she's going to die?
I think if she disappears, one, someone kills her, or she dies, or two, she has to, like, someone says to her, I'm going to kill Jimmy if you don't go away and disappear. Like, it has to be, it isn't because she's sick of him. And Zach seems to think she's going to leave because she's sick of him. And so we're having this, like, big debate. So there's only 5 more episodes left of this amazing show that we've watched since Zach was, like, young. I can't wait to see.
I'm agreeing with Zach.
You agree with Zach, I know.
Because there's really nobody left. Like, it seems like all their enemies have been defeated.
Yeah.
So I do think that something's going to happen
see.
between them. However,
and when I'm right, it'll be glorious.
However,
you two have to, like, grovel to me and make me French toast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be anyway. I think, although I'm leaning towards that both of you are wrong, because this show has been so good, just like Breaking Bad was, and so unpredictable.
Yeah, that's why.
I don't think there's a big part of me that thinks both of you are wrong, and something's going to come out of left field that's going to kill her or cause her to go away.
I'm just saying it isn't because she wants to. Zach seems to think it's going to be because she's sick of him and wants to start a new life, and I'm like, no.
Well, and since we're in a comedy club, it kind of ties in with comedy because, well, first off, Better Call Saul, the guy who plays Saul, Bob Odenkirk, he used to write for Saturday Night Live, so there's a lot of comedy connections.
Yeah.
But I do think these last few episodes, because the show is coming to an end, I do think they're going to be
5 more episodes.
I think it's going to be completely unpredictable, and I think it's going to be amazing.
We're going to be out of our minds.
And I say that because, again, speaking of comedy, because Carol Burnett is coming on the show.
Oh, yeah. She's going to come back as the judge.
Well, we don't know that for a fact.
Oh, I thought you guys knew that.
No,
I thought she was signed on as that.
No. They've only confirmed that she's coming on the show. They have not said who she's playing.
She could be like a street person or something.
They would not bring in a powerhouse like Carol Burnett to play a street person.
I think it'd be funny if they bring her in as, like, the mob boss.
Well, that's what I'm hoping, because Carol Burnett is such a legendary actress, performer, comedic performer, that it's going to be something huge. And she is not, I believe she's done some drama, but she's not known for drama. So this could be, she's like 90 years old, but this could be career changing for her. Because this show is not, there's some funny bits, but it's not a comedy.
She's in good shape.
She's going to have some kind of heavy role. She's going to have something heavy to do with the ending of how the show ends. And I guarantee it's going to be like a Carol Burnett like we've never seen before. And I'm so excited. I adore Carol Burnett.
I'm glad she's on it because she's a big fan of the show.
Yeah.
And so that's what makes, they just didn't, like, pull her out of nowhere as, they need someone of, her personality.
Can you imagine being, you're working on a show, whether it's a TV show like Better Call Saul or even a show as small as this, and word gets you somehow that somebody like Carol Burnett said, oh, by the way, Carol Burnett says this is her favorite show.
I would have diarrhea.
And then to be able to get her on the show.
Yeah.
Insane.
She's
man.
Fantastic.
I can't wait to see what her character is, what she does with it, and whatever
I
this
hope she
plot
comes
line's
on
going to
soon
be.
because there's just 5 more episodes. So,
yeah.
Chop people.
And your friend, I heard the guy from AutoCorrect just passed away. His tombstone says,
Did I just say?
Rest in
What
piss.
did I just say?
But that was funny.
All right, we're ending the show because bye, everyone.
Sallie said so.
I guess it doesn't matter what Sallie says because you do whatever you want to freaking do anyway.
Well, yeah. Well, once in a while he comes up with something funny that's
read it
worth
first.
reading. I did.
And then you thought this is the one.
I thought that was funny.
Let me read it. I heard the guy from AutoCorrect just passed away. His tombstone said rest in piss. All right. Not bad. I'll give you that. Not bad.
And then the other thing I quickly wanted to talk about was from this weekend. If you're a baseball fan, Keith Hernandez, the Mets retired his number.
Oh, yeah, that was really
They
great.
did a really classy job with it. If you're a baseball fan, especially if you're a Met fan, especially if you're a Met fan in the 80s like I was.
And there is crying in baseball.
There is crying in baseball. Yeah, that was it brought back a lot of memories. I mean, I lived at Shea Stadium in my teenage years, man. I was there a lot. I think it was 87. I think I was there. I was there like 20-something times. Like
Keith Hernandez,
for
like
a kid who couldn't drive at the time, that was pretty.
Walks
that
up
was
to
a
the
lot.
podium and he's like walking up. He's like like he's like, I'm not gonna make it through this, and he's like, you could tell he's like holding back tears. So I looked to the left to see to like kind of like laugh at Tony, and Tony's like this.
I wasn't that bad. I teared up. I definitely teared up.
And I was like, oh.
When they were showing all the cool clips from the 80s. They had a lot of the players come back. They had a really nice video presentation with some of the former players like Mookie and
The only
Keith's
one I didn't
family.
like was
What happened?
Piazza. I didn't
hear what you said. What
I didn't
about-
understand his speech. I thought it'd be better. I don't know.
I don't think they're terribly friendly.
Like,
When Mike was
yeah.
a player, they did not get along. They didn't
Yeah.
play together, but Keith was already in the announcing booth when Piazza was still a player, and Keith criticized him a little too much, and Piazza used to publicly lash out at him.
I love that announcing booth.
Oh,
they're
yeah,
fantastic.
those guys are the best in baseball.
There's no one better.
Have to believe we are magic. I think that was 79. You got to believe was earlier, but yeah, we are magic. That might have been around 79, which of course they came in last place that year. Beansy, damn Tony, teenage years in 87, you are an old man. I was 17 in 1987.
Yeah.
How old were you, Beansy? Yeah, Beansy, he's the same age as you, isn't he?
I don't know.
Or like a year older or something? So in 87, you were what? In 87, you were 21?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, all right. All right, wait a minute, Frender.
No. I'm just glad Friend was such a good sport about me just picking on him all the time.
He's going to shoot you someday. So they did a really nice job for Keith Hernandez at retiring his number. One of my favorite players, and I had the pleasure of having dinner with him once, which was fantastic.
Anyway.
I guess Sallie's done with that one.
You've told that story a lot.
Shut up. Not as many times you talk about.
Yeah, what?
As you talk about your hotel. When I worked at Marriott.
Well, there are a lot of stories working in a hotel.
And I got a lot of Met stories.
That same dinner story?
You repeat your Marriott stories.
No.
When I worked at Marriott, when I served dinner, I made sure they had all the right stuff because I took good care of them and they appreciated it.
I'd never said that here.
And then they would turn to me and say, thank you.
That's talk that I have with Sam because he's learning how to be a waiter.
Oh, yeah, Beans is the
Oh,
same
yeah,
age
Sam
as
got promoted.
you. Oh, yeah, Sam got promoted.
He's gonna be a
Anyway.
waiter.
No, congratulations to Sam. He got promoted to waiter at the Corner Galley. So go to the Corner Galley in Massapequa and ask to sit at a table Sam is waiting at. And then tip him, double the tax and tip him well, you cheap bastard. Beansy says he's 56, same age as you.
Yep.
How can that even be? The guy looks like he could be your father.
Well, I'm very short and he's very tall. That's probably something to do with it.
Good thing he's not your father,
Have
because if
we
he
met
was,
him?
you'd be cooking for him all the time.
Have we met him in real life?
No.
Okay.
I think it's 2 or 3 times he's promised to come in.
The
and he never does.
visuals I have of him are just him like singing in his bathrobe on
Well, yeah,
videos.
because he did that on Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty scary. Yeah, but it'll be even worse. You meet him in person. He'll sing to you in person.
Yeah.
And
How
on
old
the
is his
computer,
wife,
you can
I
turn it
wonder?
off. If you're in person, you have to sit here and watch him. Great job singing, Joe. That was wonderful. And then as he's done singing, where's my roast beef? Like he'd expect to have dinner. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we hold in our hands this week's Tuesday Trivia. The boys are not here. Freaking, I don't know where Jay is. Jay's like stopped coming. I don't know what he's doing.
He's working.
LaRocco said he had to work today. Pussy.
They're all working.
No, Cravella said he was out late last night, so he was too tired to come in.
So apparently are all the people in our house. Everyone was sleeping in today.
Everybody was still asleep when we left.
Yeah.
That was weird. That was very
Like, I
weird.
didn't even pull up the shades to the front of the house because I figured let them sleep and not let the dogs
Yeah, but
bark.
Cravella has responsibilities to be on this show, damn it.
Yeah.
Get your priorities together, man. If you want to get a life in comedy, you better be responsible, you son of a bitch. Ken Freeberg says he could be your grandfather.
Oh, nice.
Beansy says she's 54. Who's 54?
His wife.
Oh. Why is he telling us his wife's?
Because I said I wonder how old Kathy is.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. The way the trivia works, we're going to ask some random trivia questions. We do not know each other's questions. There's no rhyme or any theme to it. We're just asking random trivia questions. We're going to take turns. We do not give the answers. We ask all of our questions, and then we go back because we want you guys to comment in the comment thread on YouTube only. YouTube only, we want you to comment on the thread and give us your answers to these questions. So after we're done asking them, we go back, we start all over again, and we go over each other's answers and your answers. Then we give the correct answers. There's no prizes, no nothing. It's just for fun, and it gives us an opportunity to make fun of you, which we really enjoy doing. So with that, question number 1, Sallie O'Neill.
These headphones are really tight. Has anyone ever complained about the headphones being so tight?
I've never had them.
It's squishing my little earlobe.
It's squishing my little earlobe.
Like it is.
Well, loosen it.
How? How do I make it go like this?
Well, you don't, but you can, you do
Well, that just makes it fall.
All right, but it's still
all right.
looser,
Now
so
at least it's not
squishing
touching
your little ear.
It's okay. Shut! Stop being mean. Fucking dick. What is the difference between jam and jelly?
The spelling.
No.
Oh.
What is the difference between jam and jelly? I didn't know this.
Well, one is made from grapes. The other one's made from pudding. I don't know.
And
the ingredients.
I
That's what
asked
I'm
a
going
food
with,
question
ingredients.
because Jay was saying that he likes food questions, so I didn't know he wasn't here. I wouldn't have asked you this.
Just
if
like,
I just knew you were here, I wouldn't have asked you this.
Last week I had a weed question just for Jay, and he didn't show up. Prick bastard.
Right now he's home getting high, eating jam sandwiches.
Yeah. I don't get Fremder's comment. No complaints about headphones. Actually, that used to be a 900 number I used to call back in the day. I don't get that. See, I put ingredients. Okay. Which of our nation's chief executives could have been known as President King? Which one of our nation's chief executives could have been known as President King?
Rodney King. I don't know. I'm trying to think of people with like last names of King. Is that what you mean? Like people that have like their last name as King? Or they were a king somewhere?
Which one of our nation's chief executives, meaning a president, somebody who was president, could have been known as President King?
Like, I don't know. Like maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to get the angle. Like if he was married to someone whose maiden name was King and he took her name. And it would be George W. King President. I don't know. I have no idea.
Just so you know, in case you were wondering, the presidents, when they are elected president, they don't change their last name to president.
Well, I was saying. So, all right, so read it again.
Which one of our nation's chief executives could have been known as President King?
I don't know. Is it a riddle?
No.
Okay. I don't get it.
Okay.
I'm just moving on. Sorry. How many bones are in the ear?
In the ear?
Yeah. If you don't know, I'll give you a multiple choice.
Yeah, give me the multiple choice.
0, 3, or 6. That's just the cartilage portion of your ear. Stop feeling your ear.
0, 3, or 6?
Inside. Yeah.
What was that last? What?
It would be inside.
I'm going to go with 0.
Okay.
In which film did Richard Dreyfuss make his one-line movie debut?
So he was in a movie long ago before he was famous, and he just had one line?
Correct.
Oy.
Oi.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think the first time that I noticed him, he was like, already, the star of the movie. I don't think I really saw any of his earlier works when he was just starting out.
Oh, that's right. We talked about this recently. You've never seen American Graffiti.
No.
Yeah, that's bad. We'll have to
We
watch
were
that.
actually talking about, like it was like 2 weeks ago, you said something like, isn't there a movie that you didn't see that it was crazy you didn't see? And remember we couldn't figure out which one it was? I think that might have been it.
I'm writing it down.
Is it that good?
Yeah, I love it.
Will I love it?
Yeah, there's a good chance I think you'll definitely really like it.
I'll appreciate it. Okay.
A lot of great people in it. Ron Howard's in it. Cindy Williams.
Oh, wow.
Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah, I know the
Suzanne
movie.
Summers, Harrison Ford.
I didn't see it, but I know the movie. It's like,
I think, and isn't it? Was it George Lucas who made it? I believe it is a George Lucas movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Star Wars guy?
Yeah. Well, this was before Star Wars.
Yeah.
I think it's his movie, or Spielberg. Maybe it's Spielberg.
I think it sounds more like Spielberg.
Yeah, I forget. It's one of them.
Lucas doesn't sound like that at all, but I could be totally wrong. I don't want to typecast.
I think it's Lucas though, because I think that's where he met Harrison Ford for Star Wars.
All right, who did American Graffiti? Who directed it?
A little bonus question.
Yeah. What is the only mammal born with horns? I was surprised by this too.
Well, an elephant, those are tusks, right? Those
Yeah.
aren't horns. Horns, as in multiple.
Yeah.
Plural.
Yeah, because they're not really a unicorn. That doesn't really exist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sorry.
Bull.
A bull?
Cow. Cow.
A cow doesn't have horns.
Cow has horns. No, it doesn't. I was thinking bull. I'm going with bull.
It's a transgender cow.
Before the introduction of the hairdryer in 1920, what common household appliance was promoted for its hair drying ability?
The fan or the iron?
Fan or the iron?
I know like people used to take their long hair and put it on the ironing board.
Really?
And with a towel over it, and it would get ironed to get like the...
They didn't burn themselves?
Well, I think they put like a towel over it, and it just kind of relaxed the curl if you wanted straight hair. So that's why I'm guessing that. But the fan? Maybe the fan.
All right.
Okay.
Well, so you're sticking with fan? Or
I'm going to go with both.
All right.
They're probably both wrong.
Just like your sex life.
Going to go with both. Okay, so put the age of these actresses in order.
Okay.
Emma Stone.
Okay.
Elliot Page.
I don't know who that is.
Ellen Page.
I don't know who that is.
Juno.
Nope.
The one who transitioned from a girl to a boy.
In real life?
Yeah. Really? Well, I'm trying to think what else.
I thought that was Chastity Bono.
Yeah, let me show you a picture of her, and then maybe I'll know. I could have sworn because I didn't want to put people up here I didn't know.
Sorry. Oh, I know that girl. Oh, she became a guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What does she look like now? Holy crap.
Yeah, you missed all that? That was like kind of a big thing over the last couple of years.
I missed a lot of things.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and she actually asked. It was actually a really respectful thing in Hollywood. Like she made the transition, And she asked that all of her roles that she's done, if they could just change the credits to Elliot Page instead of, Ellen
Really?
Page. And everyone's like, no problem. Like, it was just like this healthy transition for her, which, and Bruce Jenna didn't really go through. Everyone had to have, him on all their shows. And
does Elliot date men or women now?
women.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think this might be like the wife or something.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah. And I think, I could be wrong, but I think she's from Canada, but I'm not really sure about that.
All right, so Emma Stone.
Oh, yeah,
Page.
sorry. So, yeah, Emma Stone, Elliot Page, Dev Patel, the boy. It's a mixture of men and women.
Hey, but I don't know who that is either.
Really?
I don't know who these people are.
Slumdog Millionaire?
I never saw that. We're watching American Graffiti first.
This is like a bad question thing for you because you don't even know these people. You know him. And he actually dates an actress you really like a lot.
I think I know who that is.
Oh, remember that movie I had you watch where it was like the people retired and they moved to a hotel?
Oh, yes, got it.
That's that
Oh,
kid.
he was good in that. Okay.
Yeah, that kid. All right, really sorry about this. I'm sorry I picked people that you don't know.
Yeah, me too.
Jennifer Lawrence.
I know who that is.
So Emma Stone, Elliot Page, Dev Patel, and Jennifer Lawrence. Put from youngest to oldest. And just to throw this out there, when I was finding people to see who's older and younger, just guess how old Jared Leto is.
Jared Leto is, I don't know, 45?
Yeah, that's not bad. 50.
Oh, is he really?
I thought he was like 35, 40.
No, because I remember him in the late 80s with My So-Called Life with Claire Danes.
Oh.
He was her boyfriend.
I couldn't believe how old he is.
That's the only reason I know that.
He just seems seems so much younger.
All right, I'm going Jennifer Lawrence, Patel, Stone, Page. I was starting from the youngest.
Yep. Youngest.
Yeah, youngest. Jennifer Lawrence, Patel, Stone, Page. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
All right. A voluminist.
What?
A voluminist.
The word starts with an F.
PH.
Voluminist.
PHILL.
Wait, PHILL.
UM. EN.
Voluminous.
IST. A voluminist collects what?
Oy. Spell it really big this way. Like, start there. Yeah, do it on the back. A voluminist. What does a voluminist collect?
So, I don't know. For some reason, the spelling will help.
It does. Voluminist. Voluminist.
What does a voluminist collect?
A voluminist collects bacteria cells to study under the microscope. I'm confident about this. No, I'm not.
Good.
Yeah, no, it's a bad guess. During Lent, I know it's not Lent season. During Lent, pilgrims used to eat one part of the beaver because they believed it was effectively fish. Do you want me to read it again?
I was doing so well with beaver, and then you said fish, and I'm like ready to lose it.
During Lent, pilgrims used to eat one part of the beaver because they believed it was fish and not meat, but fish.
Where's Carol Miner?
Which part did they eat?
We're not up to the sex question.
No.
I'm going to say...
But it doesn't mean...
I'm going to say the beaver's privates. I'm going to stay there. I'm going there anyway.
Beaver private parts.
Beaver privates.
Because they tasted like fish and weren't meat.
Well, maybe that's where the joke came from.
Yeah. Maybe.
Which soul singer... This might be easy for some of you. Which soul singer had a posthumous hit with Sitting on the Dock of the Bay?
A soul singer. I have like no answers.
Basically, who sang it? Because but it was a hit for him after he died.
Oh.
Who sang it?
I don't know. Al Green. I don't know.
Who's still alive today?
Oh, he's dead. Who's
posthumous?
Who's the guy whose father shot him?
Marvin Gaye.
Think it's that? I'm just trying to think of dead guys with good voices. Meatloaf.
You sticking with Marvin Gaye?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Next question.
Who did TikTok?
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Him?
You're changing your answer to him?
No, because you didn't have that look that I got it right. Just trying to think of more dead guys. All right, so now we're on the racy one.
The racy one.
Fraudage.
Fraudage?
Fraudage.
Spell it.
F-R-O. Here, erase that. Start again. F-R-O-T-T-A-G-E. What is it?
Fraud.
What is fraudage? Actually, there's two meanings of this that kind of mean the same thing, but it's actually an artist term also, like a pencil artist. Fraudage, but it's a sex question too. What does it mean? Fraudage.
It's when you're drawing a nude model. I'll go with that.
Drawing nudes.
Drawing nudes. One in every how many sudden deaths comes during sex? Is it 50, 200, 500?
What? Every like you're saying like every 500 times anyone in the world has sex, someone dies? Is that?
Yeah. Once in how many sudden deaths? Once in blank sudden deaths come during sex. Is it 50, 200, 500?
That's crazy. I mean, I'm going to go with 500 because I can't... How many people die from sex?
So you're going with 500?
Is it 500 million? Or just 500 sex?
Yeah, 500.
Wow. I'm going to go with 500 because I can't believe every time... Like, in this town, 50 couples had sex this morning. One of them isn't dead.
All right. That's it?
That's it, yeah.
Sorry, bear with me.
No, it's okay. It's funny you were when you were talking before about like the whole guilty pleasures of like you listening to like rock and roll, like how that's like people watching soap operas. Like maybe it's just maybe you grouped rock and roll into that because it is like something that relaxes you. Because I know like people binge watching and stuff like that. Like I've been binge watching. Did any of you watch the Umbrella Academy? Like a whole new season came out. It's like season 3. So I backtracked and I watched like season 1 and seasons 2. Now I'm like a couple of episodes into season 3. But it's just funny and smart and I don't know. I don't think you'll like it, but you're right. You look kind of.
Yeah. Give me a second. I'm having.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on here?
Oh, Otis Redding. That's it, right?
You can't look at those yet.
Yeah, I can, because Ken Friedberg, Otis Redding. That's the one. Andy Fremder put the beaver's beaver. I think Fremder's funny, like off the cuff, like when he just is like that. Like I find that stuff funny. So maybe it's just me because I don't like jokes and stuff. But anyway.
Okay.
But that was funny.
So, okay. First question. Go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. What is the difference between jam and jelly?
I said the ingredients. Kirsten says jam has fruit pieces in it and jelly doesn't. Beansy, jam is jamming it, jelly is going in smooth. Plagianos, jam is made from the fruit as a whole and jelly is from the juice. Ken Pichelle, jam is an awesome show that was on Govs. Jelly is what people are who wish they had a connection with jam. That's a great answer. I think he's bringing the show back.
Good.
But not here. Son of a bitch.
Oh, fucker.
I've been trying to get him back. But it's a family show now and I have to do it from my house.
Well, it is.
Jam is made for eating, says Fremder. Jelly is made for lube.
That was Fremder?
Yeah.
All right. He had 3 jokes today that made me laugh out loud. I had to take it in.
Oh, okay. Take it in.
So Andy had it completely correct.
Andy Plagianos?
Yeah. Kirsten had it really practically all. But that's it.
Yeah, Kirsten's got she's got it all right.
Jam uses actual fruit. Jelly uses fruit juice. I didn't know that. Now I have to buy jam.
Why? The juice of the fruit isn't as healthy as the fruit?
Well, it's all piled with sugar anyway, so.
Yeah.
I guess neither is great.
Which of our nation's chief executives could have been known as President King?
Did anyone get this?
I don't think so. Andy said Washington. Ken said Clinton. Kirsten said Washington. Fremder said definitely not Martin Luther. Beansy says Jimmy Carter. Ken Pichelle says Thomas Jefferson. You are all incorrect.
What is it? Because it's just something we're not getting.
No. You were actually on the right track. Named Leslie L. King at birth, but later assumed his stepfather's name. We had we had President Gerald R. Ford.
His name's Leslie?
His name at birth, the name his parents gave him, Leslie L. King, but then he changed it later on.
Wow, I never knew that.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good question.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yours are good too.
Thanks, baby. How many bones are in the ear?
I said 0. Kirsten agreed with me. Ken Pichelle said 6. Beansy says 6. Plagiano says 3. Friedberg says 0.
Yeah, I knew Andy would get this.
What? Fremder, one time my wife and I fell asleep on opposite sides of the bed, so I would say there's 1 bone in the ear.
Yeah, and there we go.
Plagiano's got it right. It's 3?
Yeah.
Oh.
I still know the names of them.
Geek.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. You go, right?
Yeah. Calm down.
Yeah. Wait your
You
turn.
just asked a question,
little
damn it.
lassie.
In which film did Richard Dreyfuss make his one-line movie debut? You said, I don't know. Didn't even bother to guess. Beansy says Jaws. All the President's Men, says Ken Pichelle. It's actually kind of close.
Well, I'm trying to think of a movie where he only had one line.
Plagano says American Graffiti. No, he was a main character in that. Kirsten says Jaws. Ken Friedberg says The Graduate. Fremder says A Shark's Tale. Oh, and it is George Lucas who directed American Graffiti.
George Lucas?
American Graffiti. Ken Friedberg got it right. It's The Graduate. But, Ken Pichelle was close because Dustin Hoffman was in The Graduate, and he was also in All the President's Men. So you were close. So you get half a point, Ken Pichelle. But yeah, The Graduate. Well done, Ken Friedberg.
What is the only mammal born with horns?
I said a bull.
Well, he said cow, but we're going to let that go.
Well, didn't I said bull first. Then I had a brain fart and said cow. Then I went back.
Yeah.
Kirsten said goat. Stas Beansy says rhino. Friedberg says sheep. Plagano says bovines. Fremder's all upset that unicorns don't exist.
Sorry, Andy.
So what is it?
The giraffe.
Oh.
I didn't know it either. I was like, really?
Oh, wow.
Because you don't really, notice that they even have horns.
They do have them, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't, think, name an animal with horns. It's not like your first go-to. You think goat. If I had to guess this, I would have went with goats.
Wow. Before the introduction of the hairdryer in 1920, what common household appliance was promoted for its hair drying ability? Sallie said a fan or an iron. Beansy said an iron. Friedberg said the oven. Pagano said the iron. Pichelle said the microwave. Kirsten said the iron. Fremder said toaster. I got you all again.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it?
The vacuum cleaner. Oh, did somebody say vacuum?
No.
No, nobody said vacuum, right?
How would that work?
Well, because back then, before 1920, vacuum cleaners came with a hose that attached to the exhaust of the vacuum.
Okay.
So you just, I guess, use a hose.
Yeah, but then you're taking a shower and you're clean, and then you want to dry your hair. Won't the dirt from the vacuum cleaner get blown on your hair a little bit?
Probably, maybe dump that out somewhere.
Yeah, but what a pain to, clean that whole... Ugh.
Sorry.
Yeah. All right, so in order of ages, from youngest to oldest, I will tell you... Well, okay, so Emma Stone, Elliot Page, Dev Patel, and Jennifer Lawrence.
Did you just give the answer?
No.
Oh, all right.
Do you want me to give the answer?
No, I want to read some of our answers first. So I said Lawrence, Patel, Stone, Page. From this, his real name is Bruce Genda. That's funny. All right, so Kirsten says Patel, Stone, Page, Lawrence. Plagano says Patel, Page, Stone, Lawrence. All right, so Kirsten and Andy said the same thing. Fremder is shocked that Leto is 50.
Yeah, right?
Ken Pichelle says John, Paul, George, Ringo. That's incorrect. It's Ringo, John, Paul, George.
I even knew that.
Beansy says Patel, Stone, Lawrence, Page. And that's it.
You got it right.
Me?
You got it right. And I can't believe it because I was feeling bad that you didn't know half the people. Yeah, it's Lawrence, Patel, Stone, Page. Yeah. Look at that.
Useless information.
Mm-mm.
A Philumenist. A Philumenist. Philumenist collects what? Sallie said bacteria in the back of your nose, or whatever she said.
Light bulbs is interesting.
Kenny Freeberg said light bulbs. Kirsten said semen. Kirsten's always got sex on the brain. Oh, my God. Plagano's fire starting stuff. Beansy says dust. Pichelle says baseball cards. Fremder, I used to date a chick that collected Flumen. Got you all again. I got you all again. I'm on fire today. Stumping everybody. A philomenist collects Matchbox labels.
What? Oh, like when you go to like a restaurant, you take a matchbook? Okay. All right. They don't even give them out anymore, right? Because smoking's such a...
Well, true.
I like the people that have them. I wonder if it's like a collectible thing now that...
Well, they used to throw them in when you bought a pack of cigarettes. Do they still do that?
I don't think so.
No?
They did?
I believe so. Didn't they used to do that when you bought a pack of cigarettes? Didn't they used to give you a book of matches to go with it?
Like if you bought it at 7-Eleven or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. But like when you just bought the case, like
cartons.
The carton, I don't think so because it's so tight. I don't think there's.
Yeah,
room.
I'm talking about the actual packs, just a pack of cigarettes. I think they used to just throw some matches in with that.
Not anymore. I always keep a book of something around just in case we ever need them for something. But we have those like fire starter things for the grill. So, all right. During Lent, pilgrims used to eat one part of the beaver because they believed it was effectively fish. Which part did they eat?
I said the private parts. Andy Plagano said the clit. Kirsten said the tail. Plagano said the tail. Beansy said the vag. Ken Pichelle says the beaver spleen. Friedberg says the tail. Fremder says the beaver.
Oh, that's so funny. Beaver's beaver.
And then Ken Friedberg says, good morning, ladies. What?
Kristen and Andy Plagianos are correct. Did anyone else get the tail? Oh, Ken
it was the
Friedberg
tail?
got the tail.
Liz Batapete says 41. Hi, Liz, by the way. But what is she saying 41 to?
Speaking of 41, we saw 42 also this weekend.
Yeah, we did. Good movie. Really was the tail? Well, that kind of works with the joke, too. Which soul singer had a posthumous hit with Sitting on the Dock of the Bay? Sallie said Marvin Gaye, and she also said Stevie Ray Vaughan.
A really dead guy, I know.
Kirsten said not King Cole. Beansy said Elvis. Fremder, I woke up with a stomach ache, so I'm sitting on the dock of the bay right now. What is all this other stuff they're talking about?
What?
Lamps and dry humping and using a cock ring and taking a leap, dry humping.
Probably my question.
Oh, didn't we? Oh, I'm sorry. I jumped ahead. I got all confused. I'm sorry. Yes, Otis Redding. Sorry about that. Yeah, I totally got ahead of myself. Otis Redding recorded Sitting on the Dock of the Bay and had a hit with it after he died. Sorry.
And how'd that work? So he puts an album out. It's on there. How many years go by before he released the album and he died?
What?
He puts the album out. The song's on the album.
No, he recorded an album. Then he dies. Then they put the album out anyway.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't realize that. I thought you meant like the album was out there and then years later it became a hit. Okay.
No. You mentioned Stevie Ray Vaughan. He died a month before that album came out, and TikTok was a big hit.
I love TikTok. Didn't that happen to John Lennon too? Didn't he produce an album and then died like just before it came out?
No, it came out maybe 3 or 4 weeks before he died.
Okay.
So the album, was starting to... It was his comeback album, so it was a big deal as it was. But, yeah, it exploded after he died.
Well, at least he had like a fun month.
Starting Over and Beautiful Boy and Watching the Wheels and Woman, all those songs.
Such a great album.
Yeah. Great album. Meanwhile, there's like 6 Yoko songs on that album, too.
Oh, really?
But his half of it was pretty strong.
Yeah. And hers was really loud and annoying.
I haven't played any Yoko in here in a long time.
Thank you. All right, so I'm up, right? Last one?
Yes.
What is fraudage?
Fraudage. I said drawing nudes. Liz Batapede, lamps. Plagiano says it's dry humping. Kirsten says it's using a cock ring. Beansy says it's taking a leap. Friedberg also says dry humping. Plagiano says don't ask. Ken Pichelle, dotted shading. Oh, interesting. Okay. Fremder says pillow fucking.
Yeah, all interesting. Okay, so I'll just read it. Fraudage is rubbing against someone's genitals while being completely clothed.
Oh.
And so the other definition is a technique of creating a design by rubbing with a pencil over an object placed underneath the paper. So, like tracing. So that's kind of, I think that's where fraudage in a sexual way came from. I think it started first with the pencil drawing.
So Pichelle he was almost right there. He said dotted shading. He was on to it. He was on the right track.
Yeah. The act of obtaining sexual stimulation by rubbing against a person or object. So that's humping.
Yeah.
So all
Try
you
humping.
humpers out there, you got it right too.
You hump.
You hump.
One in every how many sudden deaths come from during sex? 50, 200, 500.
This is a disturbing question to me.
Why?
Because we had sex 500 times in last couple of years, right?
Okay, so you got to go somehow. What do you mean?
Yeah, but
that's why I like to
that's
go.
what I'm saying. This whole Levittown, I'm sure 500 people had sex. I'm sure one of them isn't dead. And what is the answer? It better be 500 because I can't even bear to think about 50.
Plagano said 200. Kirsten says 200. Pichelle says 50. Beansy says 200. Freeberg says 500. Liz Batapete says crotch. Is she behind? She might be behind. I'm not sure what's going on. Fremder says 69. Now Elizabeth Pete says Otis. Batapete says Otis.
So
Redding.
she was saying crotch to the beaver question.
Plagano says he loves the Umbrella Academy, but he has not started season 3 yet.
Yeah, season 3 is good. I mean, season 1 and 2 was really good as well.
Good morning, John, down there in Florida. It's all right, you're late. It's okay. All right, now Elizabeth Batapete is caught up. She says 500. Ken Pichelle's excited. He got half a point. Whole fruit and jam. Plagianos just Googled if cows have horns at birth. Calves are born with small horn buds.
Boy calves, bulls, or cows?
He just Googled if cows have horn at birth. So calves are born with small horn buds. So he's talking about cows. So I'm correct.
Stick it.
With a horn, you weirdo. You had to ask for matches, says Plagianos, but they would still hand it to you.
Like napkins. Can I have napkins, please?
And Liz is still answering the questions. Rhino, Nixon, 0. Liz, go back and watch the show to get all the answers. She says iron. Janis Joplin 2, I think, says Ken Freeberg, with me and Bobby McGee. What? Oh, that was a hit for her after she died? Oh, I didn't know that. Really?
Oh, really? Wow.
I don't know if I agree with that. Come on, Tony, give me another half point, says Ken Pichelle. Calves, as in all bovines, says Andy. Oh, so he wants to say that he's right. Who cares?
No, he's sticking up for you that it is
right.
cows.
Yeah, I'm getting
and
a little
not
confused.
just calves.
John Rusiella says his ex-wife was born with a horn. I heard she was just born horny. But 200.
No way. Every 200...
One in every 200 deaths... one in every 200 sudden deaths comes during sex.
Oh, I heard you completely
I know, that's why I was
wrong.
getting confused with you.
I thought you were saying how many deaths occur
during sex?
Yeah. Is it...
And I read it twice.
50, 200, or 500. So you're saying all the people that die in the world, 200 of them are because of sex.
No.
Dude, explain.
One for every 200 people, for every 200 couples having sex, one of them will die. Well, one person. All right, so for every 200 people having sex, one dies during it.
So I did hear it right. That's crazy.
Oh, because that's not what you just said.
So, yeah, because I was thinking I heard it wrong, but the first time I heard it was right. So, like,
one in every 200
like, let's
people.
say there's 200 houses in this neighborhood that had sex today, this morning.
Right. One of
them's dead.
Well,
One
no,
of the, one of the
not
couple
the
is
house.
dead.
One. So you're talking 100 couples, 200 people, assuming they're couples.
Yeah.
But one person will die. So there'll
One's
be
dry humping.
There'll be or maybe there's people having threesomes and foursomes.
But in the house that sex has just taken place, out of these 200 houses, there's one dead person. That's what you're saying.
I don't know why you keep going back to houses.
Well, I'm just saying,
it's
like,
people, regardless of how many houses are
well, then
involved.
forget the housing thing. But
Right,
one
people.
person out of 200. It's crazy.
I think that's awesome.
Why?
Because I'd rather die during sex than getting hit by a bus or getting stabbed or shot.
However, maybe if they didn't have sex, see, I see it as if they didn't have sex that day, they wouldn't have died.
Right. They'll live only to find out they have cancer the next day and have a torturous death. Or they'll get hit by a bus the next day.
And how, I guess you don't know. Like, how are they dying? They're just having heart attacks?
Yeah, I didn't go that far with
Being
my
strangled?
information. Start thinking about the whole question as out of all people who had sudden death. Right. One of them was from sex. Does it apply to jerking off?
All right, that
asked
makes
John.
me feel like a little bit better.
I guess I don't.
Yeah, why not?
I guess that would count.
Yeah, why
I
not?
guess that would count. Yeah.
Does your heart get, that when you're jerking off? Is it the same?
You're having an orgasm, so I would think.
It's the same?
I would think so. Yeah. Somebody seriously got way too much time on their hands to determine this bullshit. But anyway, got the question correct, says Beansy.
Yeah.
The denominator matters here, says Ken Pichelle. That's right.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Nice job, everybody. I got 2 right.
I got dick. Did I get any right?
No. You
None.
didn't even answer 2 questions.
I know, that's what I mean. Like, I don't think I got any right. It was a
Awful.
tough day. But I'm getting the Better Call Saul end of the series right.
Oh, no way.
Kimmy did not leave him. She's not leaving him.
And John Rusciello says Mike is going to die. Mike died on Breaking Bad. So he's not going to die. Did you watch Breaking Bad? Or did you start off with Better Call Saul? But yeah, Mike dies later on. We already know how he dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what a great show that was last night, Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
What a great, all of it. Saul and Breaking Bad has been phenomenal.
The hour goes quick.
You should be happy you got dick. Goodness, Beansy. All right. We're
Say
out.
thank you, Sally.
Yeah.
Thank you for dick.
So that's it. We're out of here. Today's Tuesday, so there's nothing tonight.
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And did you say why? Because Mike forgot that his...
He's taking his mom somewhere for her birthday or something?
Yeah, he had planned to take his parents to Fire Island for her birthday, and then he realized it was Tuesday night. He freaked out.
He just told Hirschman yesterday about it.
That went over big.
Oh, yeah, Hirschman freaked. I was this close to typing in, all right, I'll do it if you want. And I was like, fuck it.
No, let's watch TV.
Yeah, let's stay home with our kids for once.
Yeah.
And then why are they not on next week?
Because Mike has a stand-up thing.
So
somewhere.
it all comes down to Mike, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
It's the first 2 he's missed. So, leave him alone.
They'll be back on the 26th. And last week we did not have our Donversations last Wednesday, but Don has done a lot of interviews with musicians and comedians before Donversations was on here. So I'm trying to get Don to, look, instead of taking the time to put together a new one, because he's really busy right now. He's making the movie Comic Sans, which is coming along very nicely. He's actually away in Tennessee right now on work for his full-time job. He's such a busy guy.
Yeah, he's busy.
So I said, all right, so while you're so busy, give me some of your old interviews. I said, we'll throw them up. He said he was going to get them to me. But we never got one last week, so I don't know if we'll have one for tomorrow. But if he gets me one, I'll try to get it posted as quickly as I can for tomorrow. But so I'm not sure at this point if Don will be on or not. But if not, either way, Sally and I, you will be back with me on Thursday this week. Yay.
Yeah.
Because you weren't here with me yesterday. You played hooky with me yesterday.
Nope.
Tiag even said to me, he goes, why, is she not here because of me? I said, no, she's not here because of me. So, yeah, Sallie will be with me on Thursday.
Cool.
Do we have anybody on Thursday? No?
Me.
Well, me.
Me.
Have a great day, all, says Beansy. Glad I was part of this wacky show. We're always glad you guys are part of our wacky show.
Yeah,
We really
totally
appreciate
appreciate
all the
you all.
support. So then a lot of people really are not having sex, says Liz Batterbeat. So a lot of people really are not having sex. Oh, that's true. You know, oh, that's true. Maybe not all of those 200 people are having sex. It's just 1 out of 200. Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
She's so smart. You guys are smart. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Enjoy your Wednesday. And Sallie and I will see you again on Thursday. Again, quickly, don't forget to like and share the show. Hit the thumbs up. And if you would like to do a podcast, reach out to us on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast on Facebook. We'll take good care of you in the studio. All right. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you later.